Good evening. We're here again today. We will be talking about a couple of interesting topics. We'll talk a little about the phoenix, which is a mythological bird that's coming from ancient Egypt, also known as tamaray. The phoenix is an interesting bird because the bird actually destroys itself in a ball of fire, more like some kind of explosion. So it's symbolic of a lot of things, and then it actually raises again from its ashes. So it's symbolic of death and rebirth. And also it's also known as what's called a Benu bird, which, as far as I can recall correctly, is spelled B-E-N-U, the Benu birds. That's also another pronunciation of the phoenix. So it's a very interesting bird, actually, as far as what it's symbolic of. It's symbolic of cycles as well. Cycles of destruction, cycles of recreation, and it's an idea that we can all adhere to. We can all relate to times when, you know, certain things have been destroyed, and then from that destruction, you know, we recreate again from that destruction, almost like an artist that he does a drawing, he does his painting, he looks at it and he thinks, oh, this is no good, you know, so he literally rips it up again and throws it in the waste bin. Then he starts again with a blank canvas and he starts to do his painting from there. So the Benu bird, aka the phoenix, is a bird that we can all relate to. The reason I said mythological is because no one that I've known has actually seen one. So we have to take the view that it's actually symbolic of life and death. That's why when we started the video, we showed the back, because we had on my shirt I have a symbol of the phoenix on my back, and also there's a relation to it in, if you want to call it kung fu, okay, something called the phoenix eye fist, which is this fist here, as you can see here. So you can see what it actually looks like here. And this is primarily used to strike pressure points. For instance, you have a pressure point here, right below your nose, in the pit here, where my moustache is. You have a pressure point here, right in just below my lip, and you have various pressure points here, to the temple, to the eyebrow, the ridge here, the bony part there. You have another pressure point there. So it's interesting as far as the Chinese are concerned, who've incorporated the phoenix into a fighting system, and it's actually a standalone fighting system known as the phoenix eye fist, which shows you a relation that they've had some influence with the ancient Tamarans, ancient Egyptians, in order for them to incorporate a lot of symbols and a lot of information, because I'm sure most people are aware now that the two main dynasties that founded China were of black origin. Originally they were black. I mean, that is an absolute fact. Chinese scientists, I'll add, have actually done genetic experiments within their own population, and, or when I say not experiments, genetic analysis of DNA material, and discovered that the main Chinese population are actually related to the Africans. At one time they thought it was one of the prehistoric men called Peking man, who they were related to, but obviously when they looked at the DNA strands, they found out that they were related to Nubians. So that concludes our brief topic today on the phoenix. But the symbology behind the phoenix is one that we can all embrace, and we can all look at it, and we can actually utilize that that energy of death and destruction to be able to recreate various things that we encounter, you know, within our life. And so it's a positive, a very positive symbol, the phoenix eye. So thank you very much for that. Peace.